Alright guys, so Little K is not open because apparently it's still their soft opening week, and so they don't open till 3 p.m. It would have been nice for them to have that information on the door, but whatever, I'm not blaming them, it's on their website. But yeah, I've been having the worst luck with this because yesterday I tried to go to this Lebanese bakery and didn't look up ahead of time to see whether they were open on a Monday, and then I found out when I got there they're closed on Mondays. And today I tried to go and have little sliders. They're not open till 3 p.m. and I'm not going to stick around waiting because there's really not that much to do around this part of town. I lied. There probably is something to do here, like go to a strip club, because Tootsie's is just down the street. But I did realize that one of my favorite Jamaican patty places is just down the street, so I am going to go check that out. It's called Taste Rite Bakery. I'm going to put the information right down there. And I used to go to there all the time when I used to work for the U.S. Census back in 2010. So Miami Gardens is a very big Caribbean, mostly Anglo Caribbean neighborhood. So there's a lot of Jamaican bakeries and Jamaican restaurants and Trinidadian restaurants, as well as some Haitian places in between there. And this one was my favorite one for having something called patty and cocoa bread. It is a Jamaican patty sandwich, and I'm going to show you what it is. Service is bitchy, but that's like 99.9% of Jamaican businesses. You know, they're not known. Everyone's like, oh, Jamaicans are so sweet. Jamaicans aren't that nice. Trinidadians are sweet. Guyanese are sweet. St. Lucians are sweet. Bahamians are also bitchy. Jamaicans are bitchy. Especially if you're not Jamaican or white. I don't know if you want to owe that to the Rastafari, which is, you know, a black supremacist movement, but whatever. Really, really great patties. Maybe they'll be nice this time. I'll let you guys know. But I'm gonna head over there right now. Alright, so one of the things I want to point out to you that's very important to remember in this neighborhood is Jamaican drivers are aggressive as hell. They will not let you go in. They will merge like a bat out of hell. You know, if you are stalling just 1 second long, expect that car horn to be on your ass like you have no idea. So be very, very careful. Be the best defensive driver that you can be in this part of town. Be careful when you're walking. I got my foot run over once as a teenager by a Jamaican driver, and he yelled at me for not looking where I was going, and I was actually at a crosswalk in my own neighborhood, and he ran over my foot and got mad at me. So in this neighborhood, Miami Gardens, just be very, very careful. Be a very vigilant driver. Don't get distracted. And just no one's gonna let you in. You're just gonna have to wait for the light for things. So yeah, that's an important tip for this part of town. So my other advice to you, there is a turn lane to turn directly into the strip mall where Taste Right Bakery is, but there's no light, and usually it's just kind of congested with traffic. So what I suggest is going a little further north on Northwest 2nd until you get a light, and then make a U-turn, and it'll be on your right hand side. Otherwise you might be waiting for a long time. I got lucky, but oh god, this really is a Caribbean shit show, isn't it? I got lucky because traffic seemed to clear down, but then again it's also about 11 something on Tuesday, so there's not that much traffic. But still, if you're gonna want to come and visit, I really do suggest driving a little further north on Northwest 2nd Avenue until you get to the traffic light, and then make a U-turn, and then it'll be on your right. So this, I mean, going into Miami Gardens really is like going into the English-speaking Caribbean. And this strip mall really is a testament to that. There's like a little freestanding building in the middle of this U-shaped strip mall that's a Bahamian conch type of place. If you like conch fritters, Bahamians are the only ones who really know how to do that, and Haitians to an extent, or Chef Creole rather. Yeah, so if you want the best made conch fritters, definitely go to a Bahamian restaurant or any type of conch. They know how to do conch like nobody else. Again, don't expect friendly service. Bahamians are infamously bitchy. If you're gay or queer or gender non-conforming, have someone pick it up because you're not gonna get a warm welcome at a Bahamian or any Anglo Caribbean establishment. In fact, you might get better service as a queer person at a Haitian restaurant or a Cuban cafeteria, because I've actually seen trans women at one of my favorite Cuban pizza places. But Anglo Caribbean places, you might get beat up. So yeah, I know I'm like just shooting down Anglo Caribbeans, Jamaicans, and Bahamians especially. But I want you guys to be safe. I don't want you guys going to these places expecting like a warm welcome, like welcome to our restaurant. They don't really want to see you. Pay for your food and get the hell out of there. But anyway, I want to let you guys know too, but Jamaican food really is not my favorite food in the Caribbean. A lot of times I think it's kind of clumsily just thrown together. You know, a lot of dishes really do taste like a dad who watched too much Emerald live back in the 90s and who's like, bam, bam, I'm gonna put more Scotch bonnets, I'm gonna put more thyme, I'm gonna put more allspice, bam, bam, bam. And so it just is just really kind of like comes out tasting really unbalanced. You know, it's not a symphony of flavors a lot of times, especially like in jerk, like a poorly made jerk, which is like 80% of the jerk out there. Really just tastes overpowering. You know, the only people I really know who like a lot of Jamaican food are like white Americans. And I guess it's because, you know, they could listen to some reggae and it's the island vibes and, you know, they know how to pronounce things more or less. But yeah, other than that, I really don't like Jamaican food that much. The only thing I really do like from Jamaica are Jamaican patties and cocoa bread, which I'll show you what that is. So I'm gonna go in here, cash only, guys, because it is really dirt cheap. It's last time when I used to come here all the time, a patty and a cocoa bread were less than $2. So let's see what the prices are right now. I'm gonna go in. I'm not gonna film inside because I really don't want any trouble. But I'll bring it back into the car and show you guys what this whole patty and cocoa bread thing is. All right, so I just got my cocoa bread. That was fast. I mean, really, really fast food, kind of like the quesillos. But you know, again, the lady, you know, working there had her like hands-free set, was talking on the phone, not so much as a smile or a welcome or a thank you. There was a girl who took the order, same thing, just stone face. Okay, that's $2.80. Yeah, pretty much. So don't expect a warm welcome, that whole stereotype of like, welcome to Jamaica, you know, we're happy to see you. You're not gonna find that in Miami Gardens. But anyway, why do I put up with that? I will show you why I put up with that. For this. Oh, look at this. This is basically a Jamaican patty sandwich. So this here is the cocoa bread. So it's kind of like this buttery soft loaf. Oof, I'm gonna put this down on my lap. It's a buttery soft loaf that's kind of folded in half, and then you put the Jamaican patty in here and close it up, and it's a Jamaican patty sandwich. Now, oof, I got flakes all over me. Now, the thing I'm gonna explain is that this combination can't be made with every patty. Now, you probably seen like Golden Crust Bakery around, or a famous chain from Jamaica of patty places and kind of steam counter quick service Jamaican food. Also bitchy service, just just FYI, bitchy service. Jamaican restaurants equals bitchy service. You know, if you know of a really friendly Jamaican restaurant, comment down below. I want to find out. But anyway, not every patty can go into cocoa bread. There are thick, crusty patties like Golden Crust, which are crunchy and thick, and then they're very thin crust patties. These are like almost paper thin, just light gossamer little shards of crispiness on the outside, but other than that, they're really, really thin. Because you're having it with so much bread, the places that specialize in patties with cocoa bread will make their patty crust a lot thinner, so that it's not, otherwise it's just pure bread. So this way you kind of have this nice soft bread, you have just a light little bit of crispiness, and you get that moist spicy beef filling. So let's take a bite. This is gonna make a huge mess, I know it. So if you look here, you'll see that filling is also super, super moist. So if you're only used to like gas station Jamaican patties, which kind of have that pasty filling in them, that's not a real Jamaican patty, and you don't want that in a cocoa bread. The Rite patties for cocoa bread have a really thin crust and really, really moist filling. If you eat the patty on its own, it's going to be good, but it's just going to be dripping gravy all over everywhere. You need the cocoa bread to soak it up. Like I said, not every patty is suitable for cocoa bread. So if you go to a Jamaican bakery and they have this very thin crust patty with a really moist filling, it's because you get it with cocoa bread. Now there's a little hack that you can do. This is like a Caribbean strip mall here. There's the Bahamian restaurant I told you about. There's a Taste Rite bakery. There's another Caribbean restaurant. There's a Rastafari vegan Ital restaurant, and then there is a Caribbean market. In the Caribbean market, they sell little wedges of Jamaican cheese. Now this cheese isn't made in Jamaica. It is a processed type of cheddar cheese type product made in New Zealand and put in cans, and it's been such a popular thing in Jamaica that they almost consider it Jamaican cheese, but it actually comes from New Zealand. It's not like Velveeta at all, or even Laughing Cow. It's got like a nice cheddary tang. What you do, especially when the patties are hot out of the oven, walk over next door to the Caribbean market, buy yourself a little wedge, cut it into like little pieces, and sandwich it in between the layers here. The warmth from the patty is going to lightly melt the cheese, and you've got this cheesy, beefy thing. It's just a meal in itself. So anyway, this beautiful monstrosity here, probably one of the best filling lunches, is $2.80. So they raised the price since 2010, but it's 2019 now. For under $3 to get this delicious homemade filling meal, probably one of the best deals in Miami. So I'm gonna take another bite of this. Really, really good. Check it out. Should swallow before I talk. Taste Rite Bakery in Miami Gardens. Quick service, in and out. They're not friendly, they're not happy to see you, but they do make really good patties and they're really cheap. So until next time, guys, eat phenomenal food.